2022 Triumph Bonneville T100 First Ride Review. But before we start, please support us by pressing the like and subscribe buttons, so that we can continue to provide information about car and motorcycle news. Also turn on the bell button to get the latest updates. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you. Whether you're talking about the salt flats of Utah or the motorcycles of the British Midlands, it's hard to think of a more iconic or evocative name than Bonneville. Named after the legendary speedway, the very first Triumph Bonneville, the T120, was launched back in 1959, and was a huge success for Triumph, creating an explosion in sales both in the US and across the globe. From Hollywood star to London rocker pushing for the ton, everyone loved the Bonnie. Fast forward to 21 and the name, if not the accent on pure speed, lives on. For the current model year, Triumph essentially offers two street bikes, the Bonneville T120, which is powered by a 1,200cc parallel twin and has also seen an update for 2021, and the bike we have on test, the entry-level T100, a 900cc parallel twin with a slightly lower specification than the T120. Updated to conform to Euro 5 emissions standards, power has been boosted by almost 20% over the old bike, with weight down by 8.8 pounds, while the suspension and brakes have been upgraded. Peppered, too, with neat new touches, this is a substantial upgrade that brings it closer to the top-spec T120. The Hinckley-based factory achieved the extra performance by adopting the lighter, more potent unit from the successful Street Twin, which was introduced in 2019. The result is a 9.9 horsepower increase, giving 64 bhp at 7,400 revolutions per minute, while the new motor revs and 500 revolutions per minute higher too. Its 59 pound-feet torque is delivered at 3,750 revolutions per minute, 500 revolutions per minute higher than the older model. Upwards of 80% of the peak torque is available from as little as 2,000 revolutions per minute, all the way to 7,000 revolutions per minute. The parallel twin has a classic burble to it, but sounds a touch flaccid on the move, and most customers will want a bit more engine noise to match the charm and appearance of the bike. The good news is the boost in engine performance is instantly noticeable. That extra kick gives the T100 more zip and makes the ride livelier. With quoted peak torque remaining the same but now arriving slightly later, you do have to rev the T100 a little harder to make the most of its new oomph. But the new motor outgrunts the old from 3,500 revolutions per minute, while it will still happily chug along and pull from the bottom of the rev range without troubling the 5-speed gearbox. And if you should rev it harder, 100 miles per hour is easily achievable, and even 110 miles per hour, which wasn't the case on the old bike. Okay, not everyone who buys a T100 will be interested in top speed. But that extra power comes in handy for quick overtakes, especially when you decide to overtake 2 or 3 cars instead of just one. And it's invaluable when you add a pillion, which the T100 now accommodates with ease. For 2021, Triumph has reduced the T100's weight by 8 pounds, but there is no hiding the fact that at 503 pounds it remains a heavy bike for its class. That said, Triumph has revised the suspension settings and added a higher spec fork for 2021, and there's a nice balance to the T100 which, combined with smooth fueling, makes it easy to ride at low speeds. That weight all but disappears as it flows through the British countryside. Stability is excellent, and well thought out ergonomics make it easy to hustle. The fork and twin shocks lack damping adjustment, and there's only spring preload adjustment on the rear, but the T100 works straight out of the showroom. On occasions, the pegs meet the road to give you an indication of its limitations, and with a pillion or heavier rider on board, some may want to add a little ride height to the rear. The mechanical grip and feedback from the Pirelli Phantom rubber are faultless for this type of bike. The seat is wide and plush, there's ample room for the pillion, and I rode 240 miles in one day and had no complaints comfort-wise. The clocks retain an ornate look but are informative and easy to navigate, precisely what the customer requires. Triumph quotes 57.3 miles per gallon, USA, and I attained just over 49.9 miles per gallon. Ride the T100 as it was intended and you should reach around 58.2 miles per gallon. That's impressive and means you'll only be looking for fuel once past the 200-mile mark. As for the brakes, yes, that is a Brembo caliper gripping the single disc, a significant upgrade from the old Nissan stoppers. Don't worry, though, they are not racing spec, but instead progressive and friendly stoppers for new riders. A Nissan caliper still activates the rear stopper, ABS can't be deactivated and isn't lane sensitive. There are 117 official accessories to choose from, and this bike is screaming out for some personalization. With so many accessories, you can really make the T100 your own.
Thanks for watching.
Drop a like, leave a comment,
and don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.